Pigeon keeping or pigeon fancying is the art and science of breeding domestic pigeons. People have practiced pigeon keeping for at least 5,000 years and in almost every part of the world. People who breed pigeons are commonly referred to as pigeon fanciers. The hobby is gaining in popularity all over the world. Both the hobby and commercial aspects of keeping pigeons are thriving in other parts of the world. Well-known people like Queen Elizabeth II was a fourth-generation member of the royal family who has enjoyed the sport of pigeon racing. The first racing pigeons at Sandringham were a gift to the future Edward VII by King Leopold II of Belgium in 1886. Like other people, some lady fanciers are hooked by this virus. They infected themselves with this hobby from their ancestors or from their partners or husbands. Allow me to introduce some well-known lady fanciers who excel in this hobby called pigeon racing. Martha van Giel is a well-known name in the world of racing pigeons. She is a Dutch pigeon breeder who has been raising and training racing pigeons for more than 55 years. Her pigeons have won many national and international competitions, and she has been recognized as one of the best pigeon breeders in the world. When hearing the name Martha van Giel, many will think back to the time when Martha was married to one of the greats from the Dutch long-distance world, namely Marian van Giel. Marian, who died in 1983, is forever linked to a number of legendary pigeons such as Didal, and his grandson Hedvig. Didal, who have won twice a third national from St. Vincent and Dax. His grandson Hedvig won the second national Dax. We still see these pigeons in many lofts in the stock building of the current toppers and also in the loft of Martha van Giel. It shows obvious that the Van Giel loft is more than 55 years of pigeon sport at the top level. Martha and Heinz are always striving to breed the modern marathon pigeon through a strict selection on the flights, and breeding, not as some people claim to have the old Ardens or dull lines without participating in the flights. Martha van Giel has won this prestigious title, first National Marathon ZLU in 2022, and shows many super results on the recent National Barcelona races, and the other international extreme marathon races since many years. One of the many highlights recently is winning the prestigious PIPA IATP ranking in 2019. This championship is raced with the first nominated pigeon in the 6 international long-distance races such as Pau, Barcelona, St. Vincent, Marseille, Narbonne, and Perpignan. The breeding and racing loft is currently largely built up with descendants of Quasimodo Boy. In the 53 years that Martha has been in the pigeon sport, she has experienced many ups and downs, but still enjoys it very much. From the early years on, she has been on many boards and had many jobs, including 19 years with the FCI Secretary of the Grand Prix Committee. Van Giel has always been a leading name in national pigeon racing. Over the years, Father Gerard and his son Michel Van Giel have had a proven record of success. Today, daughter and granddaughter Annemie continues the success stories of Van Giel. Annemie sought and found her place in pigeon racing, and she proved that she is a competent fancier. She actually started in 2001 with the young pigeons. It is of course time-consuming to build up a middle-distance colony from zero, and yet, Annemie already impressed at the middle distance and even the heavy middle distance, not the easiest of disciplines in pigeon racing. This became clear to her in the past seasons. In a number of very difficult races, all of her middle-distance racers had their share of bad luck. But fanciers can always put this in a perspective, and so, she did not get deceived by a number of hard races. Winning a National Ace Pigeon title KBDB, who doesn't dream of it? Well, this dream came true for Annemie. Although her colony was built to shine in long-distance and very long-distance racing, she won the National Ace Pigeon title with the young cock in the small middle-distance race. It is Blue Cock Super Ace Gerard, B22 309 11 16, who, with the necessary 4 best results in middle distance, is the best young middle distance racer in all of Belgium. Another highlight of the 2022 season was winning the national victory from Tulle. For this brilliant victory, Michelle Princess. She not only showed the 6,842 yearling birds her tail, but was also the fastest of all 16,605 tull racers. Michelle Princess is a 100% Geno-Clique hen and born out of Red Phillip Jr., B16 310 7443, direct son of Red Phillip Cross Marriott Cross granddaughter Golden Prince, B17 310 7465. This pair are also the parents of the 49th prize final Algarve Golden Race, Portugal, Bragança, 505 kilometers. Anke Gten, in combination with her daughter Kim, has been racing independently since 2017, and she had a great first season, winning a first provincial Blois, and a first national zone tull yearlings in a single week. And she claimed her first major result of 2018, in early May, with a provincial victory from Orleans against 2,373 old birds. With Milano, the team was obviously in great form this year, as they went on to win a first prize from Bourges and Châteauroux, and 3 second prizes from Brive and Châteauroux. This was a remarkable series of top results. You can call them an old hand in the business. When you have more than 15 years of experience with a colony of pigeons and you support this year after year with very strong results, you are an expert. From 2006 till 2016, the pigeons were played in the name of Van Rentergem, Gten, since 2017 in the name of Anke. Where it was in the beginning a family hobby, this has now evolved into an almost complete day's work. What typifies Anke in all this is her sense and striving for perfection, and this as well in care, guidance, approach, etc. It must be in order or she can't sleep. Anke loves her animals. The lofts are always cozy, spick and span, the pigeons always look top-notch, and the time schedule is strictly applied and respected. Nothing is left to chance. Not easy to do this day in and day out with a considerable number of pigeons. Here it is clear that both the caretaker and the pigeons do their utmost to achieve the best results. To realize all this, she can count on the support of her partner Christian. They started almost 100% with the pigeons of Gabby, and the train was immediately on the rails. At the moment, the colony exists out of 90% Vandenabel pigeons with occasionally a bit of foreign blood. On some lofts some pigeons were added, but the main line is still the Vandenabel pigeon. For distances from 100 kilometers until 700 kilometers, this is a strain that formed the basis for many lofts. This recent year, Anke Gten won 18 times first prizes, no doubles, in 2022. The toppers: New Liski, BE 22 413 1045. 22nd World Best Pigeon 2022 Middle Distance. First Fontenay 392 birds, first Interprovincial Fontenay 5073 birds, second Montoya 396 birds, fifth Interprovincial Montoya 3730 birds, and more. Sarge, BE 22 413 1043. Second Fontenay 392 birds, second Interprovincial Fontenay 5073 birds, second Montoya 396 birds, fifth Interprovincial Montoya 3730 birds, ninth Fontenay 585 birds, 158th Interprovincial Fontenay 9055 birds, and more. Esther Verhagen, passionate pigeon fancier who has been impressing in the pigeon sport world for years with her unique approach and focus on the well-being of her pigeons. Esther Verhagen is a pigeon fancier from Beersel, Put, who started with the pigeon sport in 2008. She started in the sprint and later moved on to the middle distance and small long distance, where she was successful. Her focus at the moment is on the widow hens game and racing youngsters in national races. Esther is helped by her husband Patrick to take care of the pigeons, while the whole family enjoys the pigeon sport. Even their dog Lena loves the youngsters and keeps an eye on them. Esther attaches great importance to the feel-good feeling of her pigeons and provides a relaxed environment to reduce stress. She trains her youngsters a lot and ensures that they get used to the basket and the transport in the car. Regular medical examinations are also requested and intervention is required if necessary. Her results are mouth-watering. with numerous victories and top 10 finishes in both national and international competitions. From the shorter distances to the long distance, Esther has proven to be a master of her craft. This recent year, Esther Verhagen conquered the first semi-national Vierzon, competing against 3,301 pigeons and the fastest of 9,730 pigeons. The best pigeon here was the hen Hermia, which we find in the lofts of Esther Verhagen Biersel in Antwerp. Her yearling hen was the fastest of 3,301 yearlings and the fastest of all 9,730 pigeons released in Vierzon. For Esther and her husband Patrick, a nice boost at the start of the season. They are both busy people working for the police, so pigeon sport is viewed purely as a hobby here, but all the free time that is possible is put into it. But if we're both working, it's certainly not easy. Esther only had 3 old birds and 3 yearlings on Vierzon. Esther also won the first national Argentine 2 against 11,259 old birds in 2023 with 545 kilometers distance. The father of the bird is Double 17, a grandfather to Esther's last winner of first interprovincial Vierzon 3,301 yearlings, and the mother is original Gaston van de Wouwer, as egg. Bred from grandson Cospo across Wilma. The last lady fancier that I will introduce to you is Wendel Vera. She is not your average pigeon fancier. With her results in the past seasons, this youthful lady from Anke Gten has shown to be capable of challenging her experienced male competitors. Wendel started off her pigeon racing career with a team of young birds in 2007. In 2012, she showed to be taken seriously with a first and second St. Troiden against 11,523 pigeons. It was only the start to a successful period. In 2017, she once again stepped into the spotlight by taking first national champion NPO Young Birds Not Nominated title. In the same year, she had the second national Ace Pigeon Young Birds NPO with runner-up Ace. In 2018, she won first and second Quivrain against 3,774 pigeons and finished as 9th best fancier of the Netherlands in the national competition WHZBTBOTB. In 2019, she had the best young bird short distance PIPA ranking, 4 prizes with Norge. In 2020, she took all the podium spots on Chimay, winning first, second, third against 13,945 pigeons. In the year 2021, she once again had a super season and was crowned national champion NPO Not Nominated Young Birds. One of the absolute stars of the young bird season in 2021 was NL 21-477-0133, Tess. This hen hit hard on the toughest young bird races. This is reflected in the PIPA rankings, where she is the only pigeon from the top 10 that managed a top result on a race above 500 kilometers. On the tough race from Reims, 493 kilometers, she managed an 8th NPO against 1,976 pigeons, after more than 8 hours of flying and with an average speed of 1,016 mpm. On this race only 59 from the 6,036 pigeons managed to achieve an average speed above 1,000 mpm. The young cock NL 21-477-0145, Max rewarded Wendel's hard work with a victory on Berdin, 323 kilometers, against 3,478 pigeons. On the late tour races, Max achieved more top results with 36th in Sheed against 2,389 pigeons, and 36th Tungerin against 1,210 pigeons. Thank you for watching. Until next time.